Because yeah, it is difficult when you're playing in a solo player, especially on local, because you won't be gaining those offline skill points. So I hope that helps you all at home be able to enjoy a single player experience. What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's Ziegenbagel here, and welcome back for another episode of Eco. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to tap that like button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Alright, so hopefully this episode is better than all of the other ones. I have had a lot of problems recording Eco. Yeah. I hopefully, after lowering a lot of graphical settings to make all my recordings easier, I will have less stuttery issues. And yeah, it might be less quality, but it at least won't be stuttery. It will work, so hopefully you're seeing everything fine. Hopefully this time I am not just saying that, hey, hopefully everything looks good, but I'm still stuttery and weird. And hopefully if you watched the last episodes, you enjoyed them anyway for what they were, and you enjoyed my commentary and the things I was saying. Anyway, if you could see down on the bottom on our hotbar, there's a lot of things that I've done. Yeah, you might have seen our house as well there. Let me go ahead and put my axe back down here. I just wanted an open spot so that I had an open area to open us up with. So I have a lot of things that I can tell you. I've done a lot of work. I've made our house quite a bit bigger so that we have enough space for all the machines we're going to have. But even this, from what I'm finding from my multiplayer server with my friend, is that this is not even going to be much space. Up here on the roof, we have a bunch of storage. Yes, so we have plenty of space to start storing things. And yeah, there's a lot of things I found. Also, I have a lot of tips and tricks for you today. One that I can think of right now is it can be hard to find the mortar. I'll come here. The mortar, so you can make your mortared stones. It's hard to get the pulp because you have like this wood pulp that you get from cutting down trees, and that would mean cutting down a ton of trees to do it. Or you can go and get sand and turn that into yeah. You can grind the stone into sand and use sand to make masonry pitch, but here, ladies and gentlemen, is the best way to get your pulp so you can make a giant stone structure. Okay, it is actually very easy. You go ahead and you grab your scythe, like so. You pull it out. You find some grass. You take it. Cut that grass. Delicious grass. You take it, and you're getting fiber from it. Fibre, like so, and you come over to just kidding. You come over here and you look in your campfire. If you look in the campfire, there's something hidden here, and it's beautiful. Fiber pitch. 3 fiber turns into 1 pitch. And you know what? You can easily be running around. Let's just go ahead and do it. You can see I planted a lot of trees here. I'm going to go over that a little bit, but you can just go around here and easily just spam to get a bunch of fiber here very quickly, just going around cutting your grass. And before you know it, you're going to have a lot of fiber, which means a lot of pulp to make a stone structure. It is a very good thing I found. So once I figured this out, I have been able to do a lot more building quicker. So yeah, I'll just show you here. After just that little bit, we already have over 100 fiber. So yeah, it is very, very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Okay, so yeah, you can see I've cut quite a bit of grass in working on making this. I also got rid of a lot of my stone collection. I did have this filled so that we could do things, but I was like, I want to upgrade this thing to stone, so I did it. Alright, I'll take you down to our mine so you can actually see it better this time, hopefully. Alright, I have worked this back here. I didn't bother mining out all this because I just was working on trying to get enough stone for our house. And then I've worked on cutting this guy back for our machine shop so that we don't pollute the world. Okay, Also, there's another thing I found. These guys, I, for the longest time, kept trying to put wood and all kinds of things in them, and then I all of a sudden noticed torch. You have to make a torch and put them in the standing torch for it to work. It's kind of odd, but yeah, and they don't really last that long. I think one torch can last you about 1 day in one of those things from my calculations that I found. But yeah. Also, let's see. I have a lot of things that I've learned, so I'm going over them. Of course, like any game, it's better to cook your food. So, like anything, you want to try to cook it. Like look at these campfire beans. You get 2 carbs, 8 protein, and 6 fat from it. That's pretty good. But one thing I found is a lot of times I'm running low on fat. Like you see that my fat is the lowest, but there is one food that I found so far that is high on fat and delicious. It's called sushi, or raw fish in this case. So you just jump in your ocean, start picking these guys up here. It makes that interesting water effect of a cube because you're getting rid of an element that is inside of the water. So you might ask how I'm staying under the water. I'm having to hold the control down so that I actually stay down here. And right now there's no water statistics, just like it doesn't seem there's any health statistic. So yeah, we're perfectly fine there. Also, I remember mentioning in my last episodes that I was going to work on lowering, or no, excuse me, raising my stat points, which I have done. I will go over that a little bit here at the end of the episode. I just, it's very nice. You can see I have like 143. I've gotten a lot of things learned now, and I'd say that the setting I have is pretty decent for single player if you want to be able to progress, especially if you're not running on a server. You're running locally, because locally you aren't going to be getting the offline stats that you would normally be getting on a server. So yeah, I will go over that here in a little bit. But from what I was going through here, so I picked up a bunch of raw fish here, and if you watch, right now it's pretty uneven with, I got carbs at 2.9, protein at 2.4, and vitamins at 2.5, so all those are pretty close, and my fat is at 1.4. So we look at this guy, and it has 3 protein, but mostly fat, 7 fat. So we eat some of this guy, and, oh, I clicked off of it, and look at that. Our stomach is full, and we raised up our fat a little bit, not too much, but hey, it's better than it was. So yeah, it's one of the best things I've found so far for fat. I'm sure there's other things that are cooked food that's better, but yeah, I haven't gotten into that yet. One thing I noticed from our farming episode that I've just kind of given up on for now, because right now it's expensive, is most of this fertilizer is just like stupid expensive. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that quite yet. Like the fiber filler, that takes dirt and fiber, which isn't too bad. There's plenty of dirt and fiber everywhere, really. But it's the composite fill, or what is it? There's the other filler that goes with it. Yeah, the composite. No, this makes up for. We got pulp. Okay, it's the pulp filler, which is right here. Yeah, it's that one takes dirt too, and it takes the wood pulp, which, as we all know, you can't get a lot of that because you only get it from when you cut down trees. So yeah, I'm gonna go over another tip here while we still have a little bit of daylight. So you see, I've planted a bunch of trees here. I wanted to try to regrow some of our tree population, and there is a way to get seeds, which it took me a bit to figure out. But I'm going to go over here that none of these trees I planted, I found out, will probably grow, because a friend has told me, I'm not sure if he's correct, but I'm just going to say it, because and maybe you guys will correct me. Yeah, from what I've heard, trees that you plant will not grow if they are not at least 12 squares, like square spots away from each other. So all those are like way too close. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4 spots between those guys, so they probably won't grow. Neither will these. So yeah, I wish I would have known that before, because yeah, that would have been nice to know. But yeah, well, we know it from now on, so from other trees we plant, we can try and do that. I have no idea how long in game it takes for trees to grow. I am trying not to look things up, just trying to learn things as I go. Because, yeah, it's better for me to learn things and try to pass on some of the knowledge that I found to you guys, rather than just looking everything up and being like, hey, look at all this. I mean, I am giving you guys a lot of information in this episode, but I'm enjoying this game, and I've been enjoying playing, and I've just been finding some things as I've played that I've wanted to pass on to you. So, that's a lot of what I can think of right now. One thing I have found too is we're traveling all over the world putting spots for different resources. But one thing I found too that I wasn't really looking at is if you go to your rivers and even your oceans and you look around and you actually go into the water, there's lots of resources down there that you can easily find that I wasn't even like really looking. I'm trying to find a place on our world. I have some good rivers on my friend's world that it's easy to look at. Oh yes, we have this river here. It might be hard because it's nighttime, but we'll jump in and see if we can find anything down here so that I don't look completely dumb, that I can actually show you that I know something. Oh, there's an otter guy there. Yeah, I've actually found that there's like little otters. Okay, yep, here we go. I think this is iron. Yes. Okay, so right here in the bottom of this river is a crap ton of iron. Look at that. It's all over the walls and on the ground. So we have a huge iron cache right here, hiding underneath this river, right by our home. So yeah, it's pretty nice, huh? I like it. So yeah, there's been a lot here that I've been finding out, and we have quite a few things down on our hotbar here that we can work on. We might try to go through at least one of them in this episode before I give you my details on skill points. So, let's see, which one should I go through? I might just go with this guy, which is, drumroll, the mill. Refines food resources by crushing them under a stone millstone. So it's basically like a powered motor and pedestal. Let's go ahead and place that bad boy right here. Look at that. Open it up. And what can we make? We can make bean paste. Okay. So, yeah, we don't have any mill processing. But let's see what it takes. We can go to our skill points. We have a decent amount of them to work with. So, why not? Okay, we got digging, farming. We got that decently up. Gathering. Okay. So, I'm trying to think of... It'd probably be under chef, right? This is cooking, milling. Do we even learn? We might not even know milling yet. So, yeah. I don't even see where milling is at here. Yeah. Where are you, the milling? Okay. Well, it looks like we can't really do that one yet. So, that one's a wash. Let's go ahead and put this guy down, which is a kiln, useful for baking bricks and finishing pottery. This one is very nice. Okay, let's put you right there. It is beautiful. I'll have to show you guys them in the daytime at some point. Maybe not in this episode, but we might have daylight in the next episode. We'll find out. Okay, let's check it. So in here, you can make a bloomery, which is one thing we're going to work on soon. I do want to work on a garbage area in the mine first, because one thing I found with the bloomery is basically like a forge. You use it to turn your metals into like refined resources. So yeah, that's what it does. But when you refine them, you get things called tailings, and you get, I think, about 2 tailings per bar that you make. And tailings, if you put them on the ground, they will seep into the ground and pollute it. So what you need to do, it even says on them, is put them in the ground, in stone, with stone covering. So what I was doing on my friend's multiplayer server to help with this is I have an area in my mind that I've cut out just as a garbage depot for tailings. So we're going to work on an area for that in our mind here. We might just go and cut out this direction and start making a tailings garbage depot. So yeah, that is something we'll have to work on. We'll have to see here if there's anything we can work on with the kiln right now. Okay, let's see. What do you got for me, Johnny? Come on, open up. There we go. So yeah, you can make potted plants to plant flowers and stuff too. Let's see. You can make brick once we get the bricklaying, which is not bad. Oh wow, it's 20 stones to make brick. That is kind of expensive actually. Yeah. So there's not really much we can make yet. Maybe we could just make one of each of those guys. I haven't even played with any of these potted plants yet, so why not? We might as well try it out. Yeah, I believe I mentioned this in another episode before, but we might be able to tell it better now. Like, it's so quiet when you're inside of your house because the building actually blocks out the sound of the exterior. Like, when the door was open, you could still hear crickets. But you know what? Complete silence. Nothing. But the sound of the water's back. I don't hear the crickets again yet, but yeah. Okay, there the sound's coming back louder. Yeah, it's I like how dynamic that is, where the buildings will actually block out the sound like they would in real life. So yeah, it's very, very nice. Yeah. So I've also been finding things out about roads, which we might be going into here in a episode soon. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. Oh yeah, we were working on these pots, so let's go ahead and pull these guys out. My brain is a little brain-like today, where I'm like, what am I doing? I have so many things I can show you guys, because I'm excited to show you guys everything that I've been learning, and some tips and tricks that I found. So, where, oh where did my little pots go? Where are you, my pot? Where are you, my pretties? Yeah, did you not craft? Okay, it hasn't started because they need me to bring stones over, because it's not, yeah, that's one thing that I found, is that a lot of those guys, they can't read things quite as far away. Oh, that's probably because, yeah, I don't have a lot of good stone left. I've turned a lot of it into mortared stone, so yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna have to do. I have a lot. Look at this, like, there's a decent amount of more mortar stone here. It looks like a lot more when it's stacked. Look at that. It looks like a lot, but it's not. So we come over here. We got our stuff, and just deposit it in with right-clicking. Did you go in? Come on, put in the stone. I'm trying to put you in. Okay, it doesn't want to go in. Let's just cancel these, and then if we do it like this, it didn't take them. Okay. Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Not on camera. Okay. I had 6, and it was taking them. Oh. Yeah, I don't have power in there. Dumb-tastic journey begins. Yeah. Okay. Let's just deposit those guys here. And grab us a little stone, wood. Because you gotta have wood to make stuff. So let's be smart and deposit our wood, and look at that. Ooh, that makes a nice sound. You can hear it cooking. It is cooking that stuff nice. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. The sun's coming out. It's a fresh new day. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, we almost have our first pot done. I am excited to find out what these guys are like. Let's see. Let's pull one of you out like so. And another one should be done here momentarily. Like, okay, we still, that one takes a little bit longer. Let's try to find, oh wow, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. That's what she said. Okay, just trying to think. Maybe right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, so you can't really set anything like that. Let's see. I do have my seeds stored in one of my storage. One thing I love about this game is you can access your storage from anything. So I can just open one of my crafting benches here and pull out my seeds. This is buttgrass seed. Why don't we just grow a little grass? Yeah. You like to grow your grass in the pot. Okay, let's see. We're on 0. And can you be planted? Oh yes, look at that. We are growing grass. Grass is always greener in our pot. And we should have another one here, so we can check out what our other planter looks like. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put him next to you. I'm not sure which one I like. I think I like the square more just because it's more ergonomic with everything else in the game. I like it. It'd be very good in place of these guys on the sides of our steps. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna close that guy like this, and okay. One thing I've noticed here is shows the value of your house, which our pots actually increase the value, and what that does is it increases your skill gain, which, I mean, your skill gain for offline, like, it's good to make sure you have your full food. So I've just thought of another tip that I can tell you guys right now. It's good to make sure before you log out of a server to have full health, or full food, and it's even better if it's balanced, because if you look there, it says balance multiplier. You get a higher multiplier for having a better balanced diet. You have your base gain, you have your skill multiplier. So yeah, it also helps if you have a good house value, because the the balanced house multiplier. If you get your house balanced with a good setup, like you have good amounts of table and chairs and stuff like that, then it increases your multiplier for your house as well, which means that you get even more skills. So it is very nice. Okay, so what I've done with my skill gain, you can see it gains pretty quickly, but I've done that because, like I've said, we don't gain any skill points offline when you're playing locally as a single player. And in your single player, you gotta basically learn all of this stuff yourself. So why not? But it's actually pretty easy. There is a code, I believe. I'm trying to remember how you get to console. It is, no, not that one. Oh yeah, there is no console. You actually just go to the chat, which you push enter, and that's the general chat. For the skill rate, you go /skill rate, and the standard one is 24. So I have multiplied that by 10. So our current skill rate on this server is 240. You just do that, and it'll say change the global skill rate multiplier from 24 to 240. Oh, maybe it has to do it each time. I don't know if it's saved. It might not have saved it, and that might be one reason why I was getting things slower now. Well, you might want to just check it each time you come on your single player. But yeah, that's what I was setting it to. So you can start getting those skill points better, faster, stronger. Because, yeah, it is difficult when you're playing in a solo player, especially on local, because you won't be gaining those offline skill points. So I hope that helps you all at home be able to enjoy a single player experience. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Don't forget to show your support and tap that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the daily videos, alright? So, yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to live long and prosper.